let me tell you about my awesome friends.
Talise is, if you know Talise, is, and I think I've said this with other people, but she's really one of the most giving people. So thoughtful. She loves people, and she wants to show that. Like, she's, I don't know, it really means a lot to her when people love her. And so she's willing to do so much to gain trust, to build relationships. And I think people know that, and that's why they love her, is because they can see how much she cares. But also, Talise is always up for a good time. If there's something, Talise is always like the first to be, I'll be there. She may be late, she may be the last one to get there, but she's always there. Like, she's always up for a good time. And you know that wherever Talise is, you'll be laughing. Like, Talise is always in that like group of people that you want to be with because they're having a good time. You're like, what are they doing? I want to be in on that.
If I was to describe Talise in one word, it'd probably be using the word reliable. Talise is a very loyal friend. She has an awesome fashion sense. She has the cutest dimples you have ever seen in your life. And when she smiles, her eyes crinkle. She doesn't like it, but she smiles like this. And it's the most beautiful smile. And she usually smiles like this in a picture. But when she does her natural smile, oh man, breathtaking. She's just so beautiful. She is also our team leader for planning events. She usually plans most of our events, and then we just go to them or ask what can we do. Talise is a really good friend. Everyone should be her friend.
Talise has like this really warm way of connecting with the people around her. I just remember like times when we were taking this bus home from the state fair, and we were sitting by this group of like older people, and within just minutes Talise was like their best friends and like totally joking and laughing with them. Or when we were out to dinner and there was like this great funny manager who would come and like talk to us, and she just had like this immediate connection with him, and she just is so good at doing that with people who she doesn't know, or maybe like seems like she would have nothing in common with. She still finds a way to just like connect with them and make them feel really comfortable. So like it's a really cool thing to watch. She's also our planner. I feel like she's always coming up with really great ideas for things for us to do, and then really kind of putting that into action and making it happen. Definitely needed to get a group going. She's great at that.
Rebecca Talise DuBois. Why wouldn't you love Rebecca Talise DuBois? A, she will lie to you about her name, but that's okay, because it's cool. It's no big deal. Whatever. You figure it out later. It's cool. Talise is a rock. She's not a rock star. Don't ever call her a rock star. She hates being called a rock star. But she's a rock in our group, and she brings us all together. And I feel like a lot of people go to Talise and they bare their souls because she's so easy to talk to. And I know at times it can be like that's such a weight for her, but she does it because she loves her friends, and she's so amazing that way. Talise is the type of person that you can talk to for hours, and she knows about everybody, and she cares about everybody, and she loves everyone, and she's so great. Like, you'll be anywhere and Talise will be like, hi friend, and you're just like, how are you so nice? Because I try to be nice, but boy, sometimes it's hard for me. Anyway, Talise is great that way, and Talise is fun. She has a love of life and of laughter, and Talise loves love, and it's so refreshing and fun to be around Talise, and that's why I love Talise.
Emily and I have been friends for probably the longest out of everybody, but I think my favorite thing about Emily, or the thing that I just admire about her, is how passionate she gets about things, even if it's like, even if nobody else likes it or if somebody else is, but even though like she'll get passionate about something that another person enjoys, like if she knows that they like the Timberwolves or something, like she will do everything to support that and kind of be passionate with you about it. And I just love that, like, you know, you'll always have Emily by your side to like support you and just like encourage you. If you ever wanted to go see somebody, like a celebrity or something, she'd be right there to support you and do that. My favorite thing about Emily is that when she smiles, she has this like little dimple, or I think she calls them her Indian stripes, but I just like love it because when you see her little Indian stripes when she's smiling, you know that it's like a truly genuine smile. Not that her other smiles aren't genuine, but you know it's just like a hearty laugh or a hearty smile when you see that.
One word to describe my friend Emily would probably be determined. If Emily wants to do something, she will do it. If she wants to go to Brazil, she will go to Brazil. If she wants to go to the Philippines to see One Direction, she'll go to the Philippines to see One Direction. She is such a determined young lady that anything that went past her, she could probably do. Because she is a hard worker. She believes that if you put your blood, sweat, and tears in it, you can accomplish it. And I love that she is like that, because she radiates it for us. She's also very kind and very loving. One thing that I admire about Emily is that she sees both sides to a situation, and that's one of her best qualities. That's why I love Emily. She is a great person with great ambition, and at the same time, she's very, very loving.
And when I think of Emily, I think of how she's just such a risk taker. She's just willing to kind of like quit her job and like move somewhere new, or like try out some new thing. She's just so spontaneous and independent, and it's so cool to see, because I'm someone who's such like a planner and maybe like a bit of like a worrier, and I feel like I'd have to like stop and make sure I had like everything figured out before I could like do anything, and just like plan it all ahead of time. And she just goes and does, and it's awesome.
Now it's time for Emily. I love Emily because Emily's like a very fun person. She knows her pop culture and her music, and she's fun that way. And I once had a friend tell me, he was like, I hope someday I can love something as much as Emily loves One Direction, because Emily loves One Direction, and by loving One Direction, she knows everything about One Direction. She knows everything about every single one of them and their history and everything, and she just has this passion for life and for things and for people, and she's very passionate about things, and it makes you wish that you had that same sort of passion and love for something. And she also knows a lot of pop culture, which makes me feel better about myself, because I don't know as much pop culture, but sometimes I feel like I know too much pop culture. But then I realize Emily knows pop culture too, and so then I feel better, because then I'm like, did you hear about so-and-so? Which, I don't know, may seem stupid, but hey, it's fun to talk about other people's lives that aren't yours. Like, celebrity-wise. Don't worry, I'm not talking about, like, normal people. Opal, you can colloquy me on that. You can colloquy me on that one. I don't even care. Anyway, and I love Emily because she's also a planner. Like, she plans fun activities and she sends out the best emails, and it's like, what are you doing this week? Well, you're doing this week, and this is why you're doing this week, and this is why you're gonna love it. And you do, and you go and you have fun, and she brings us all together, and it's so great. And that's why I love Emily Sanders.